fans, to another LEGO Creator review here on BillowBrick09's channel. As always, I'm your host, BillowBrick09, and today we will be looking at the Lighthouse Islands from the LEGO Creator line. Now, since this is LEGO Creator, obviously you can build more than one set, and the idea is for you to start making your own designs too. But they gave you three. Today I'm only going to show you one in detail, but I can show you the other two via pictures. So as for specifics, this was set 5770. Recommended ages are 8 to 12, but of course no one cares. Contains 518 pieces and yet retails for $39.99. So we are awesome on price per piece here. I would expect this to be at least $50, and I think they could have made that work. But thanks LEGO for giving us a good deal for once. Usually for the non-licensed themes, they do give us good deals, but not always. So first of all, let me go ahead and show you the instruction manuals. You get three, one for each of the three projects that they give you, each one bigger than the last. So here's the first one. It's basically a boat dock. So you get a nice little trolley there, some, I don't know what you call those, signals or whatever. Of course, a nice place to store the trolley boat. Those look like ducks to me. They could be seagulls. Of course, there's our guy with the coffee cup, and he's even got a nice little outdoor fan there for himself. So let me go and flip through that. Of course, we get a nice portrait of the Screaming Kid. Infamous Screaming Kid. We have an interesting design in our instruction manual here. I've never built the other two. I've always just kept the lighthouse because it's pretty darn cool. So there's basically your format. One thing to note is that we get this awesome base plate right here. I'm going to show you how big that is later on, but normally you don't see nice big base plates like that anymore. Okay, so let's go to our next one here, and it's the Seafood Shack. So I would love to visit this place and get some authentic New England seafood. We get another nice little boat there. So, looks almost like a little sailboat or something. A duck or something there. Nice little umbrella for someone to sit down there and eat. There he is having a fish. It's a bit difficult to see inside, but looks like just a nice little table and chairs in there and some flowers outside. Pretty much the same format. Yeah, it looks like there's a grill in there. And what else? That might be it. It's not much, yeah. So, not much of a restaurant without some tables and chairs, so you might want to add those. So, and finally, the third instruction manual builds the actual lighthouse islands, and you get the nice light brick in there. So that's an awesome addition to our lighthouse. And yeah, here it tells you the, oh, actually I showed this to you out of order. So the Seafood Shack is the quick build. The boathouse or whatever is the experience build. Then the lighthouse, the advanced build. But really, it's not that difficult. And I built this a few years ago. So yeah, there's our awesome base plate. I'm loving that. Start building our actual lighthouse. Layers and layers of red and white. Then our actual light. Some flowers in the grill. And there's seagulls. But enough instruction manuals. Let's go ahead and actually look at the advanced build here. And maybe one day I'll show the others, but we'll see. So here's our one minifigure. He is our lighthouse keeper. He looks like a nice friendly guy. He's got his red ski cap or whatever here. So there's that. Friendly face, blue t-shirt and orange jacket. No leg printing. We actually do get a little bit of back printing there, so we could put a hoodie up if it's a cold night on the beach. So there's your lighthouse keeper. I will go ahead and show you the seagulls, because, I mean, they're kind of like minifigures. You get two of them. One's got a nice fish in his mouth, so you can take that out. So that's his beak. The wings are made of white teeth, big teeth. So, nice design on our seagulls here. Next we have our boat. And we can either sit or stand in his boat. And I think this was the only one of the three boats that's yellow and white. I think the other two are like red and white. So you got the nice steering wheel here. Turns a little bit, it's a bit stiff. Then I think that's an outboard motor. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. But we'll just say it's a motor just to be safe in case I'm wrong. You can't really set it like that because it looks weird. But you can set it like that or like that. So, nice little boat there, and then that's kind of give it that effect that it's leaning to the side or whatever. You could just take that off. So, there's your boat, and finally let's go ahead and take a look at the actual islands. So we have a nice little life preserver stand there in case Mr. Lighthouse Man sees someone drowning. A little post there. Oh, you know what? This is a bit off, actually. Let me go ahead and get this right. Try to show it to you as similar as I can to the real thing. So you get a post there and then the lighthouse, the life preserver there. And it is a bit dusty. We have our grill here, and there's a fish cooking there. So, over here we have some nice flowers. And this is our nice big blue base plate. But let's go ahead and take a look inside. The door opens. But of course it's kind of hard to get your fingers in there or whatever. And there was a nice little light there that's missing. And I'll be back in just a moment. Anyway, there was a light here. But so that you can get inside easier, we have this nice little clip piece here so you can grab that and open the lighthouse up. And we can look inside now. So not too much in interior detailing. We get a nice little actually it should be over here a little bit. So we get the nice little heater or whatever here. Here's a nice coffee cup or tea, whichever he prefers. Then over here we have a nice ladder, because he needs to be able to climb up and turn the lights on and off. Unfortunately, there are no stairs that lead up, because that would be easier for him. And down here in Florida, that's the only kind of lighthouses I see are with these stairs. Could be wrong, but those are the ones I've seen. So he can climb up here, and it just kind of disappears into nowhere. So you have to use your imagination a little bit. Of course, you could change that design if you want. But let's go ahead and take a look up here. So I'll show you what this is later. Now, interesting building technique here. These guardrails are made of skeleton legs. So you get a bunch of skeleton legs in this set, and that's a really interesting building technique there. I like that a lot. Some binoculars, so you can look out over the ocean, see if anyone's coming. And you can see our light brick in there now. Of course, you want to see it in action, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this light off so you can see it a little better. So you just push this knob here, and you turn your light brick on. Now you're probably wondering what this crank over here does. Now there were some stickers in this set, I believe, and they are kind of like mirrors in a way. So you push that on, and then you can turn this to shoot the light in whatever direction you want. You can kind of see it moving around there a little bit. It isn't the best design, but it's still a neat effect. If you look on the blue wall over there, you can kind of see the light moving. I think you can kind of see that there. My hand's in the way, of course. You can see that sometimes it hits my hand and sometimes it doesn't. So, turn this back on. And one more thing I want to show you is how big that base plate is. So, that base plate cuts off there. So, as you can see, that's a very nice sized base plate. We don't see those too often anymore. Nice big ones like that. So, that's a very nice feature. And makes the price per piece that more awesome. So we turn this right side up. and we'll get to the ratings. But I do have a few building techniques, but I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so my building techniques, if you're just beginning with Legos, I would definitely recommend that you build them in order from the beginners to the advanced finally. I think that's what they call it, advanced. Yeah, they have it in the order of quick, experience, and advanced. So if you're beginning, this is one of your first sets, definitely begin with the easiest one. If you've been building Legos for like a year or so, I recommend you probably skip that one and go to the experienced. If you've been building Legos for a while, then just go ahead and skip to the lighthouse, because of course that's the most awesome one of the three. Then maybe when you get a little tired of it, which I have not, and I've had this for years now, then you can build some of the small ones, unless you really want to do it in order. So that's one of my building tips. Another one is, when I think of lighthouse keepers, I usually think of them as kind of mean old men. So you can kind of like change the face if you want. Put this on someone that you normally think of in a happier disposition. And I believe that I got this face in a Power Miner set. So he's a little angrier there. But then the double-sided face is shown off, so you can put some hair on him instead. So there's just a few building techniques. And of course, you could upgrade this, put some more stuff out there, some plants, some table and chairs for him to sit down and eat. Maybe he has some friends, he could bring his friends there on the boat, they could go for a nice little ride or whatever. Some more seagulls. There's a lot that you can do with this, a lot of things that come to mind, but that is what a Lego Creator set is all about. And I just thought of this, there's a key holder, but you don't get a key in the set. So you might want to add one of those so he doesn't get locked out. And if you don't like this hook sticking out, then you could just get rid of that piece and pull it out like that manually. And maybe you even want to make some stairs in here. So I got lots of building ideas for you. Of course, that's what Lego Creator is all about. And maybe it's very cramped up here at the top, so you can make that a little wider. Because really, it's very hard to stick a minifigure up there. You can just barely get him in there, and he's gonna fall down to his death like that. So I definitely recommend that you make some more minifigure space up at the top there. Now, as for the ratings, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. For the build, I think I'm gonna give this a 9. The price per piece is just, it's excellent. $40 for 518 pieces, that's almost unheard of. They could have done this for 50, and I wouldn't put it past them to put it for 60 normally. But they decided to cut us some slack, be nice, and make it 40 for us. That's the main reason I got this, is because I thought, wow, that's a really good price per piece for an awesome looking lighthouse. Now granted, it's a little small for a lighthouse, but if you have some extra white and red pieces, and you can make it taller. That's what Lego Creator's all about. And other things to make it worthwhile, you get a lot of nice red and white sloping pieces. And another reason is because it is Creator, you can make all kinds of different things, not only those 3 options, but a bunch more that you can come up with your own, or people on the internet can give you. Get a nice wooden door here. It's not so much for the pieces as for the price per piece and the amount of things that you can do with what you get. But of course, we do get that awesome size base plate down there too. So that this is a 9 for a build. It's borderline on a 10 almost, but there's not a whole lot of awesome pieces, so that's why I'm going to have to go with 9. For playability, I will have to go a little lower. I'm going to give it a 7, because really the only function you get is the light up lighthouse. I'm going to show it to you one more time. And in the other 2, there's really like none. So I will have to go with the 7. But Lego Creator, you can kind of do a lot. Oh, and actually, I forgot one of the functions. You can open this up and get inside. So that's really 2. I don't think you get any functions in the other 2. I could be wrong, because I haven't really studied those, but I believe this is the only one that you get functions in. So I will have to go with a 7, or maybe, well, yeah, I'll stick with the 7. I almost went with a 6, but I'll stick with the 7. And finally, for display, it's a little small for a lighthouse, but it's still awesome looking, so I think I'll go ahead and go back to an 8 for display. So overall, this is an excellent Lego Creator set. and I know I keep saying this, but the price per piece is just excellent. 518 pieces, $40. That's pretty excellent. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, this is obviously retired because it came out in May of 2011, so that is over 2 years ago. I think I've had it just about that long. So that's why it's a little dusty and stuff. But anyway, thanks for tuning into this episode of Bobobrick09's Reviews. Make sure you check out some more, and if you want to know when I put some new videos on there, make sure you subscribe and go to your subscriptions section, and there's an option there set. You get an email every time I put a video on there. So if you do that, you're going to be getting a lot more emails. So I'm very busy filming, downloading, uploading, all that good stuff. So thanks for tuning in. Happy building.